Pinna 1 can be overwhelming because there's a lot going on in this level. So in this video I'm gonna break it all down for you guys, and I'm gonna show you the easiest strats to get a consistent Pinna 1. There's two fairly long cutscenes in this level, but luckily we can skip both of them. Now the first one is right here at the start of the level where you're supposed to chase Shadow Mario. In order to skip the cutscene, you want to get a water slide going, and you want to go in between these two poles. Now, as soon as you get in between the poles, or on the white line on the ground, whichever you think is the easiest visual cue, you want to press start, and then you want to select exit level, press A, and if you did it correctly, the screen will black out, and when it fades back in, you'll be talking to the park owner. The actual Mecha Bowser fight is based on shooting rockets at him from the roller coaster. Before I get into the actual setups for the rockets, there's something that you need to know about the rocket mechanic in general. If you try to shoot a rocket the normal intended way, that is, just by pressing the R button normally, the rocket will sometimes shoot a lot higher than you actually aimed it, and that can make the fight really inconsistent. Fortunately, there's a way to make the rockets go exactly where you aim them every time. So in order to do this, instead of pressing the R button fully right away, you want to first press the R button halfway for about half a second, and then continue to press it further until it clicks. And if you do this, then the rockets will always shoot straight. Now, I say half a second, but it doesn't really matter if you hold the R button for longer. Just make sure you don't hold it too long, because if you hold it super long, then it stops working. In order to show the difference, I set up a quick little comparison here. On the left, I shot the rocket without using the strat that I just explained, and on the right, I did use the strat. Right here, you can plainly see from the smoke trails that the left rocket went a lot higher than the right rocket. And like I said, it doesn't always go this high. Sometimes it'll go a lot higher than this, and sometimes it'll shoot normally. So yeah, you really want to avoid that, and the way the rocket is shot on the right, that will always be the same as long as you use the strat. Now that we've got that out of the way, I'm going to show you guys the absolute easiest setups for all of the rocket shots for the Mecha Bowser fight. So as soon as the fight starts, the first thing you want to do is you want to aim all the way down by pressing up on the control stick, and then you want to aim to the right, and you want to aim like I did right here in the video. You basically want Mario's head to cover most of the right wing of the roller coaster cart, except for like a small part on the right side of Mario's head. This isn't super strict, so don't worry if it doesn't look exactly the same as I did it here. So now once you have the aim set up, you want to press Y so the camera changes positions, and then you should take note of the supporting poles that are underneath the roller coaster. You want to shoot the rocket when Mario reaches this pole right here. If you did it right, the rocket should hit Mecha Bowser, no problem. Now for the second rocket, you don't need to adjust your aim at all, just shoot it right here at the bottom of the loop. If you've gotten this far, the hard part's over. The last two rockets are both very close to Mecha Bowser, so it should be very easy to aim them and hit Mecha Bowser with them. Just press Y so the camera goes back to normal, and aim the rockets normally and finish him off. If you want to save those precious seconds, you can try spraying the final rocket before you actually reach it in order to grab it early. Now that you've beaten Mecha Bowser, it's time to skip that second cutscene, and this one's a little bit more specific than the first cutscene skip. After the fight, several pieces will pop off of Mecha Bowser. They'll fall onto the ground, and then they'll explode. The visual cue for the cutscene skip is that as soon as you can see these explosions, just like this, then you can pause the game and exit level. You'll reappear really close to the place where the shine will spawn, and if you're fast, you can do 2 jump dives in order to get to the shine right before it spawns. And that's it for Pinna 1. If you have any questions, feel free to leave a comment on this video, and I wish you good luck with using this in your speedruns.